Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with the amazing Cody Wickline.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
We're at CMA Fest, and he just got done with his set over here at Alley Taps, and you sound amazing, by the way. And I only got to catch a little bit of it because we're back here in the green room doing interviews. But how was this experience for you today?
It's pretty awesome. You know, it's great to be able to actually come down here and play some shows during CMA Fest. I know last year I was down here with Darryl Worley, and went to a lot of his shows and stuff. Every now and then he'd get me up there to do some stuff, and that was a really cool. That was my first experience with CMA Fest,
Right.
and I told Darryl, I said, I'm gonna play that next year, and so it was kind of weird how I actually got the opportunity to come down here and do some shows.
No,
so.
that's awesome, and why wouldn't you be invited down here? You're good. You're great. You're
Thank you.
amazing. We love you here at Center
I
Stage
appreciate
Magazine.
that.
And we've been following you, since most of you guys know, from The Voice. So how was that experience for you?
It was a really cool experience. It was one of those stressful but fun experiences. It was very stressful, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. I mean,
You blew those judges away with your audition. I have to say that was phenomenal.
well, thank you.
Have you gotten a lot of feedback from that? I imagine
I
you
have. I've gotten a lot of connections out of The Voice. Well, just out of people that seen me, off The Voice. One of the first ones was Nancy Jones, actually, George Jones' wife.
Right.
She contacted me about 2 days after the audition, and I don't even know how she found my number. But next thing I know, I get a phone call, and she says, "Is this Cody?" And I said, "Yes, who's this?" She says, "Nancy Jones." And I said, "Nancy Jones? George Jones' wife?" And she said, "Yeah." And so we're sitting there talking. She was like, "I'd like for you to come down and be a guest at the grand opening of the museum." Wow. And that's kind of where everything started. And I met Darryl Worley through his wife. Actually, she's from West Virginia, so she contacted me, and she's a trip.
Yeah, she's fun.
But she contacted me, and we hooked up, back and forth, and next thing I know, Darryl's got me backstage at the Opry. He calls me out to the Opry and introduces me to everybody, and
Wow.
That was just a cool experience in itself, just to be able to walk on that stage.
Right.
But it just kind of, everything just kind of, goes from one thing to another, and it's been a blessing.
That's awesome. I paid to do the Opry tour, and even for me, and I paid, and I'm not a musician, stepping on that stage was just one of the greatest things ever. And I was like, I am standing where so many amazing artists have stood before, and so many amazing artists are going to stand after. And it was definitely an overwhelming feeling. So I can't imagine as an artist what that moment was like for you.
It was, to think that all the people that I basically grew up on, Hank Williams Sr. to Patsy Cline to all of them, have stood on that stage. So.
And the stories in every green room when you take the tour, it's like, really, wow, it's just so great. And you're standing in the presence of just all this greatness just in the walls. If those walls could talk, I bet they would have some amazing stories to tell, right?
Oh yeah, I'd say so.
And Darryl Worley, so you guys have become friends.
We have, yeah.
He's a really stand-up guy, and I got to share this all with you. If you haven't watched our previous video, Darryl actually took the time to pick his guitar with a gentleman who is completely blind, but can hear and pick up music and play like nobody's business. And it was after a show, and he made this fan's dream come true. And I'm just, so hearing you talk about it too, just thank you, Darryl, for being a great human being. We love that.
He is. He's a killer guy. He's helped me a lot. I mean, he's given me a place to stay when I didn't have any, coming to Nashville. Right. I've stayed with him a lot, actually.
Well, and Nashville's getting busier and busier, and there's tons of people here for CMA Fest.
Oh, yeah.
So, good luck finding a hotel. You guys want to come to CMA Fest, you book it now for next year, right? You book that hotel now. Yeah, it's crazy. So, what do you have coming up?
We're playing another show this evening, and then tomorrow, Saturday, we're heading out, and we're going to Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Nice.
And we're playing at Johnny and June's, and then we're coming back home to West Virginia, and we're going to stay for a little while. Okay. Well, not too long, actually, about a few days, and then we're headed to Kentucky. We're playing a railroad festival in
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Russell, Kentucky, so that'll be different.
Now, are there any artists here at CMA Fest this time around that you are like really excited to see?
I'll tell you somebody that I really, really would love to see in general is I'd love to get the chance to see Chris Stapleton live.
Okay.
That's something I almost had a chance to hang out with him and because I've got a friend of mine that's a promoter, and she was going to have me come and meet him and hang out with him and stuff, and I ended up having a show about an hour away from where he was at, the same time, same day, and everything. So I didn't.
It'll happen. It'll happen. We got to see Chris Stapleton at Stagecoach, and he puts on a great show. He's a great artist, and so hot right now, right? Like Will Ferrell would say in Zoolander, so hot right now. I don't know why I just pulled that out, you guys. I'm sorry. You know me. But yeah, no, definitely. I think that's great, and hopefully you'll get your experience soon. And if you could play with anybody, would he be the one you wanted to play with on stage?
I'll say as of right now, I mean, I'd have to say Willie Nelson would be somebody that really.
Yeah.
It's we're getting, fewer and far between with the legends now. With Merle passing, and George passed a few years ago, and everybody, there's not very many of them left, but I think Willie would definitely be somebody that I would absolutely, it'd be a dream come true to get on stage with that man.
Willie Nelson, you need to play with Cody Wickline. It has to happen. We have to help you make it happen. All right. Yep. Was there anything else you want to tell the fans that you have coming up? Any new material that you're working on?
We're not working on a whole lot right now. We're just basically focused on pushing the album. Son of a Worker Man. It's on iTunes, CD Baby, all that stuff.
Great.
That's pretty much what we're pushing now. Just trying to push the tour with that and get the material out there as much as possible and get to as many fans as we can. I guess one thing in particular, just I'd like to thank everybody for all the support and it's the fans. That's who makes me be able to do what I do, and
absolutely.
It's a blessing, so thank you guys.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You're going to be hearing a lot more from this guy soon. And shout out real quick to the Dish Cafe. We love you guys. Paul Allman, you're an amazing chef. And look, Cody Wickline is here. We made it happen because of you. Thanks, everybody. Stay tuned.